I'm Giorgio Rapicavoli, the chef and owner of Eating House Restaurant in Coral Gables, Florida. And today I'm going to share with you some really simple recipes using some of my personal favorite ingredients, Spanish olives. For this recipe, we're going to use the Spanish Gordal olive, one of the most versatile olives out there. Not only this olive is great for marinating and stuffing, but it's great for cooking as well. What we're going to end up doing today is making a grilled Spanish Gordal olive with Manchego cheese and some fresh herbs. Really beautiful appetizer, can even be served as a tapa if you ever have any parties. And the beauty of this recipe is its ease. We're going to use some Spanish olive oil, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, garlic, and shallot. The first step you want to do is mince the shallot, small enough that it's going to go and dress the olives. So you want to make long cuts, again watching your fingers, making sure they're tucked back, and just make a small mince. All right, so we're going to start off with the shallot. Next we're going to put some garlic in here. You can go ahead and mince this with a knife if you'd like, or you can go and grate it like I'm going to do today. I always find it a little bit easier to grate the garlic. Gives you a little bit of cleaner hands, not so much of a smell in there. And then Worcestershire sauce, some really good Spanish olive oil. Make sure it's extra virgin. Again, we're marinating and cooking with this, so we want to make sure we have lots of good flavor. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. Again, to balance out the dish, we want to make sure that the sugar kind of works against the natural brininess of the olive. A little bit of black pepper and fresh herb. We're going to add some thyme to this. Again, you can add sage, you can add oregano, you can add a little bit of chopped parsley. It's really up to you. And we're going to add some rosemary. Keeping in mind when we add this rosemary, we're going to end up using this as a skewer as well. So you want to take off, I'd say about half of the rosemary, using the rest as a skewer, and we're going to mince this rosemary up as small as you'd like. If you'd like rosemary, you can keep the pieces bigger to get a bigger bite. You can make it a little bit of small. I personally like to mince it, I'd say in between the two, making sure there's still a bite because you're using fresh rosemary again, so you can definitely eat this. All right, so now we're gonna stuff our Gordal olives. Today we're gonna stuff them with Manchego cheese, another really wonderful Spanish product that pairs beautifully with the flavor in the Gordal. What you wanna do with the Manchego is cut them into pieces that are gonna fit inside the olive, relatively small. I'd say about a 1/4-inch piece into each. What you wanna do is make sure that you stuff a good amount of cheese into each one. Remember that every time you stuff an olive, some of it's gonna come out on the grill, but that's all right because that tastes really good. The grilled cheese is gonna be part of the flavor of this at the end. So once you stuff all the olives with the Manchego, what you want to do is use those same rosemary skewers we made earlier. Not only is this going to add more flavor to the dish, but it's also going to be a beautiful presentation. So once you stuff all 3 olives, you're just going to go ahead and put it back in the marinade we made earlier and let them sit in the fridge for about 4 to 8 hours or until you're ready to serve them. After marinating our olives for a couple hours, they're going to look a little something like this. This would make a great dish on its own with the Manchego and the marinated olive, but what we're going to do to really elevate this and make it exquisite is we're going to grill them. You want to place your olives on the grill and cook them on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes until you see they start to caramelize a little bit and they start to soften. This dish would make a great pasta hors d'oeuvre or a nice small start to any meal. Again, remembering, it's really important to use the Gordals when we're making this recipe. There aren't too many other olives out there that are this versatile and have the same firm flesh that's going to hold up to the grilling. So after we grill the olives for about 2 minutes on each side, and you notice the Gordal olives start to caramelize a little bit and the cheese melts, they're ready to serve. What you want to do is place these on a nice platter and finish them with a good drizzle of Spanish olive oil, and they're ready to serve. Buen provecho.